Hey everybody, I'm Lester D. Crimes and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're counting down the dumbest thefts in the world. That's right, these criminals are so clueless you'll wonder how they even manage to put pants on in the morning, let alone plan a heist. From bananas to boomerangs, we've got it all. These are the stories that make you laugh, shake your head, and wonder if maybe, just maybe, crime doesn't always pay. Get ready to dive into a world of hilarious heists and unbelievable blunders. You won't believe the crazy crimes we're about to show you. Let's dive right in. Alright folks, let's kick things off with a classic case of fruit-related foolishness. This genius decided to rob a convenience store, and for his weapon of choice, he chose a banana. Yes, a banana. This wasn't some tough-looking plantain either. We're talking about your average everyday Chiquita banana. He walks in, banana in hand, tries to look menacing, and demands money from the cashier. I mean, can you imagine being the cashier in this situation? One minute you're ringing up Slurpees, and the next you're staring down the barrel of a... well, you get the picture. The best part? The security footage went viral. One minute this guy's trying to be a hardened criminal. The next he's an internet sensation known as the Banana Bandit. I bet he couldn't peel himself off the couch after that one. Next up we've got a master of disguise. Or at least, he thinks he is. This criminal mastermind thought he'd cracked the code to invisibility. He believed he had found the ultimate way to commit the perfect crime without being seen. His secret weapon? You guessed it. A blanket. Not just any blanket, but one he was convinced would render him completely invisible. Not even a fancy Harry Potter invisibility cloak, mind you, but your grandma's old quilt. The kind that's been through countless family picnics and movie nights. He throws the blanket over himself, stumbles into a gas station, and starts grabbing whatever he can. Snacks, drinks, you name it. Now, I'm no detective, but I'm pretty sure that if I can still see your feet, you're not exactly invisible. It's like he forgot the basics of hiding. The cashier, probably stifling a laugh, calls the cops, who promptly arrive and find our invisible thief struggling to escape, tangled in the blanket like a cat in a yarn ball. It was a sight to behold. He probably thought he was slick, but in the end, he was just covered. Covered in a blanket and covered in embarrassment. And let's be honest, this guy probably gets lost in his own house wearing a bathrobe. Invisibility? More like instantly getting caught ability. It's safe to say his career in crime is over before it even began. Our next contender is a real tech-savvy criminal. This guy swipes a phone thinking he's hit the jackpot. But little did he know, this phone came with a feature he hadn't considered. Automatic cloud uploads. That's right, every selfie this genius took was automatically uploaded to the victim's cloud storage. We're talking duck face selfies, photos of him with his buddies, even a picture of him trying on a ridiculous hat he probably stole from somewhere else. It's like he wanted to get caught. The cops didn't even have to dust for fingerprints, they just had to download the evidence straight from the cloud. Talk about a selfie incrimination. He probably thought he was going viral for being cool, but instead he became the laughingstock of the internet. Remember folks, if you're going to commit a crime, maybe lay off the selfies. Hold on to your hats folks, because this next one is a real doozy. Imagine breaking into someone's house, not to steal their valuables, but to check your Facebook. Yes, you heard that right. That's right, this criminal mastermind decided to log into his Facebook account on the victim's computer. He couldn't resist the urge to check his notifications. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's weird, but not necessarily dumb. Maybe he just needed a quick social media fix. And you'd be right if he hadn't forgotten one teeny tiny detail. A detail so small, yet so crucial. He forgot to log out. Yep, he left his Facebook account wide open. Yep, he left his Facebook account wide open for the world, or at least the homeowner to see. Imagine the homeowner's surprise. The homeowner walks in, finds this guy's Facebook page just sitting there, and calls the cops. It was like a gift-wrapped present for the police. They didn't even need a warrant. This guy practically sent them an invitation. The police couldn't believe their luck. Morale of the story? If you're going to be a criminal, at least be a smart one. Or better yet, don't be a criminal at all. And maybe lay off the Facebook while you're at it. Social media can wait, especially when you're in the middle of a crime. Alright, this next one is a real case of you gotta be kidding me. This guy decides to steal a car, not just any car mind you, but a pizza delivery car. Okay, maybe he was hungry, right? But here's where it gets really dumb. He actually delivers the pizzas. This guy, after boosting a car with piping hot pizzas in the back, decides to finish the delivery route. Maybe he was trying to blend in. Maybe he had a sudden pang of conscience. Or maybe he just really loves pizza. Whatever the reason, he drives around, delivers the pizzas, gets caught red-handed, or should I say pepperoni-handed, at the last house. I guess you could say he really delivered to the cops. The judge probably sentenced him to community service at a pizza joint. Get ready for a story so dumb it'll make your head spin. This guy decided to steal an ATM. Ambitious, right? But his plan was about as well thought out as a toddler's tea party. He ties a chain to the ATM and the back of his pickup truck, hits the gas and, well, let's just say the ATM didn't budge. Turns out ATMs are a tad bit heavier than your average garden gnome. Instead of making off with a boat full of cash, this genius managed to rip the bumper clean off his truck. He drove off, defeated, leaving behind a trail of broken dreams and, oh yeah, his bumper with his license plate still attached. I bet he felt pretty bummed out. This is a clear-cut case of don't quit your day job. This next story proves that crime really doesn't pay, especially if you've got a sweet tooth. This guy breaks into a bakery. Now you'd think he'd go for the cash register, right? Nope, not our cookie-loving crook. He heads straight for the cookies. This guy bypassed the dough and went straight for the sweet stuff. He ignored the cash, the valuables, everything, and just loaded up on cookies. I'm talking chocolate chip, peanut butter, snickerdoodles, you name it, he stole it. The bakery owner was shocked. He took the cookies? The cookies? The cops were baffled. He didn't take the industrial-sized mixer? Just the cookies? This guy is either the world's biggest cookie monster or he was planning on a very delicious jailhouse trade. Either way, he's definitely got a sweet tooth for trouble. This story is proof that some criminals are about as bright as a burnt-out light bulb. This guy successfully steals a car. He's got the keys, he's in the driver's seat, he's ready to roll. But there's one tiny detail he overlooked: his own license plate. That's right, this criminal mastermind parked his getaway car at the scene of the crime. The cops didn't even have to dust for fingerprints. They just looked at the license plate of the car parked in the driveway and boom, they knew who to arrest. It's like he wanted to get caught. This is what we call an open and shut case. Or maybe a slam dunk conviction. Either way, this guy's driving record just got a whole lot more interesting. Feeling lucky? This next criminal certainly wasn't. This guy decides to steal some lottery tickets. Bold move, right? But it's about to get a whole lot dumber. He goes back to the same store to check if he won. That's right, folks. He risked it all for a chance to win the lottery, and then he risked it all again to see if his stolen tickets were winners. Spoiler alert, they weren't. The cashier recognizes him, calls the cops, and he's caught red-handed, holding his losing tickets. Talk about bad luck. I guess you could say his luck ran out. This is what happens when you gamble with crime, folks. You always lose. And for our final act of criminal stupidity, we have a tale so ridiculous it'll make you wonder if it's even real. It's the kind of story that makes you question the intelligence of some people. This guy breaks into a house and steals, wait for it, a boomerang. Yes, a boomerang. Of all the things he could have taken, he chose a boomerang. Not a TV, not jewelry, but a boomerang. You have to wonder what was going through his mind at that moment. Now, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure boomerangs aren't exactly high on the list of valuable stolen goods. But it gets better. The story takes an even more hilarious turn. Remember that whole what goes around comes around thing? Well, it turns out boomerangs aren't the only things that come back around. Our thief, in his infinite wisdom, decides to test out his new prize. He probably thought it would be fun to see it in action. As he's making his escape, our brilliant thief decides to test out his loot. He throws the boomerang with all his might. He throws the boomerang and you guessed it, it comes flying back and hits him right in the head. Down he goes, knocked out cold by his own stolen goods. The homeowner hears the commotion, finds the thief knocked out cold, with the stolen boomerang lying next to him. Talk about poetic justice. The irony is just too perfect. I guess you could say karma came back to bite him, or in this case, hit him square in the forehead. This guy's story is proof that crime really does come back around to get you, especially if you're stealing sporting goods. So, next time you think about committing a crime, maybe leave the boomerangs alone. Well, there you have it, folks. The top 10 dumbest thefts in the world. These criminals may not have been the sharpest tools in the shed, but they sure provided us with some good laughs. Remember, if you're ever feeling down about your life choices, just remember these criminals. At least you haven't tried to rob a store with a banana. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these crazy thefts, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more unbelievable stories. And if you've got any stories of dumb criminals, share them in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and try not to steal any boomerangs. See you next time.